Group plus playoff. Scheduling matches is the most complex part of organizing a tournament, especially when there are multiple events happening at the same time. The auto-scheduling functionality handles this complexity with ease. We support 3 pre-defined formats of knockout or single elimination. Group plus playoffs are commonly known as pool play, and round robin, which is your standard league format. Also, there is a custom fixture format where you can create multiple rounds and schedule matches individually between participants. Scheduling matches happens in the Fixtures tab of your tournament. Navigate to the relevant division in your Fixtures tab. Before scheduling matches, you can configure the standings and points for the division or event. Here, you have the flexibility to edit the points awarded for each win or loss and allow users to give custom points for your tournament. You can customize the standings table by choosing the columns to show for your event. Note that these parameters are specific to the sports you have chosen. For example, in this case being a tennis tournament, we have set points and sets conceded. If it was a soccer event, you would find goals for and goals against. Let's enable recent form and sets scored. Remember to save your preferences. In this video, we will see scheduling of group plus playoffs fixtures for women's doubles event FT19. Select fixture type as group playoff from the drop down. The prerequisite is that you should have finalized the participants from the Participants tab. Group playoffs are a combination of league and knockout where participants are split into groups within which they play a league, and the top participants from each group move to the knockout or elimination stage. Enter the number of groups you want the participants to be split into. In our case, we will split them into 4 groups. To seed your participants, click on Seed button. You can set the seeding order of the participant by simply dragging and dropping them as needed. Once you have arranged them, the seed rank will be chosen when dividing the participants into groups. Click Confirm. Next, you can choose the desired grouping of participants. We have 3 different grouping sequences of participants: random, snake, and sequential. In random, participants are grouped randomly. In snake format, they are grouped in a snake kind of an arrangement where the player 1, player 2, player 3, player 3, player 2, player 1, and so on. In sequential, players are grouped sequentially like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Next, choose the date we want matches to be scheduled. The system by default assumes all days between the tournament start date and end date. However, if you want to select specific date, you can use a toggle button and then choose the dates from the list when your matches need to be scheduled. You would also need to enter the match start and end times, match duration, and break time between 2 matches, so that system can approximately spread the matches within the available date and time. Next is adding venues and courts. You need to add at least 1 venue for an event for the matches to be scheduled. If you already have a venue configured, it will show up in the list, else you can create a new one. Click on Create Venue to proceed with the venue setup. Fill out the venue details such as venue name, open and closing times, and add the courts in this venue. You can choose the venue location so that venue name gets linked in the map's view. A venue can have multiple courts within it. You can choose to rename the courts or fields however you may seem fit. After adding the venues and courts, you have the flexibility to edit the venue, and you can change the operating time of the venue and court so that matches are scheduled only during the operational time for specific dates. You can also disable a venue being utilized for this event so that the matches don't get scheduled within this venue. The venue selection format determines how courts are allocated to matches. The order of the venues and courts determine how this allocation happens. To enable parallel format, you need to have more than 1 venue. If you choose random, the venues will be allocated in random. In snake format, the venues will be assigned in a snake pattern such as venue 1, venue 2, venue 3, and venue 3, venue 2, and venue 1 to the matches. In sequential formats, venues and courts are assigned in a sequence to matches such as court 1, court 2, court 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Parallel option is the case when venues and courts are assigned to matches in parallel so that all venues are utilized simultaneously. If sequential is chosen, the first venue in the order is used and then the next venue. Choose the appropriate option for your event. In our case, we will choose the parallel option. Click on Generate Groups to split the participants into groups. Once the groups are generated, you can change the participants by either choosing them from the drop-down or using drag and drop feature to move them amongst various groups. You need to enter the number of rounds, and let's say that the maximum number of rounds is 5 rounds. Enter the number of proceeders in each group. Proceeders are the number of players who would move to the elimination round. They are ranked by the points allocated to them after every match. In our case, we will enter 2 in each group so that the top 2 participants from the league stage in a group move to the eliminator stage. The number of proceeders can also vary from one group to another depending on the requirements. Click on Generate Fixtures to schedule the matches in this format. You will notice that the matches are being scheduled for each group and eliminator stage. You can choose to edit every match by clicking on the pencil icon against each match. This will bring up the edit match pop-up where you can change the participants, date, time and venue. Our platform tries to provide you with a conflict-free schedule within the date and time settings you have configured. If there is a shortage, the system automatically extends the dates. For knockout stage, you can change the assignment of procedures in each of the knockout stage. We offer 2 views to view your matches. In the table view, you will be able to see all the matches that are scheduled for the current month. Click on Drag and Drop Scheduler to utilize the drag and drop features to easily change the match schedule by dragging them to another date or venue. You can switch to date view to list the matches date-wise. Matches are color coded based on the venue and code they are assigned to. A venue is assigned a particular color by the system and gradients of the same color are mapped to codes within that venue. You also have the options to list the matches by day, week and month. Filter options are provided to filter out the matches you're looking for based on the code and participants. You can also change the viewing time interval from as low as 5 minutes to 1 hour. Changing this option will change the time duration you see on the calendar. To unschedule a match, you can either drag the match to the unscheduled section or you can click on the delete icon to make the match unscheduled. To edit a match, double click on the match to open the match in the edit view. In the edit view pop-up, you can modify the participants, venue and time for that match. If the edited date and time fall outside the range of the code's operational time, the system will alert you so that you can make changes accordingly. After editing the match date and time, save these changes and the same will be reflected on the schedule. Once you're satisfied with these changes, click on Save and Submit to finalize the updated schedule. After finalizing the fixture, you can save and publish the fixtures. Once published, you have the option to notify the participants, informing them that matches are now scheduled for them. Any participant or public who accesses this page will now be able to view the fixtures. Also, the tournament matches will be shown in the respective player and team profile matches page. Kindly note that after a fixture is published, you cannot add more participants to the schedule. You can only change the date and time for that match. If you want to add more participants or change participant information, you can only do so by resetting the fixture. To reset the fixture, click on More Options and choose Reset Fixture. Upon reset, all your matches will be deleted so that you can create a schedule afresh. You also have the option to export the fixture in the CSV format so that you can take a printed copy of the schedule. To export, click on More Options and click on Export as CSV. To embed this fixture on an external website, click on Embed Fixture option. You will be presented with the code which you can paste on the body tag of your HTML. Through embedded widgets, take these fixtures onto your website brand free so that your website viewers can access the schedule right from your website. This feature is an add-on and charges may apply. As an admin, you will now see Enter Scores buttons which will allow you to enter the score for the matches based on the sport. Once scores are published for the match, the system will automatically progress the winners to the next round in the bracket. Also, the statistics for the player and team will get updated and will be reflected in their profiles.